Oh, hey out there, it's Wednesday. Oh, shut up. And I think it might work. I'm at the point where yeah, I got to go over this a little more with some body filler, but that's looking good. Got to go over this again. Did all this yesterday. I need to work on this. I need to pop this out. This thing's supposed to curve around a little, and then this is buckled out. So I gotta do some research here and see if I can figure this out. I do got a puller. I'm gonna just pop it out and hammer that in. This needs to be going. This, if it's supposed to look like the other side, needs to go over. This should meet up with this corner here. So I don't know where, just a pound on it. Looks like it was bent right about here. So I think I can do that. That's on hold right now. I'm just taking it easy today. This body filling and stuff is a lot of work, you know. Like the guy says on the video I saw, there's a reason why it's called body work and not body fun. You know, you smooth it on, put the stuff on, you smooth it out best you can, and you go back and you sand it, and then you find out all the imperfections, and you go over it again, you sand it again, and yeah, you know, and that all takes experience, which I don't have, so it's a learn as you go thing. So this has steel in it, about that much steel going across there. I got a piece of steel in here, I got some steel in there, I got some pieces of steel in here, about the size of my finger there, like that. Flat plate though, so let me show you what I'm talking about, in case you don't know. This is, here's the old top, piece of the old top. But there's the pillar right there, see how it's hollow? You know, it's kind of late now to do anything about it, but I figured, man, I could have put a piece of pipe in there just to stiffen that up. Too late now. Heck. And this is what the inside looks like, in case you're wondering what the inside of the body panels look like. This is the part I cut out right here off the donor piece. See, it goes like that. See that? So that's what it looks like inside. Now, from what I've always heard was that this thing has a built-in roll bar protection. But shit, I don't see nothing in there. See nothing in there? That's it. All right, I got my light bar on there right now, just because this morning I'm worried, you know, it's stressing me out. I'm worried, is it gonna fit? How am I gonna tell? Well, let's put the light bar on there. Light bar should fit right on there, because the light bar fits right in the groove right there. See, in the rain gutter? All right, that side looks good. Let's look at the other side. All right, that lined up perfect. It's in there. Except for this one. So what's going on there? That kind of stressed me out a bit. It's bent. It's got you can see right there where it's been indented. So that's kind of a good sign. And then if you look down this way, you can see these flat spots here. These should line up. Should be what, perpendicular or something. One's pushed in. So this thing is cast. I don't know whether it can be bent or not without breaking. See, if you look on this side, yeah, see that? So for right now, you know, it's not something really I have to worry about, but I'm going to I'm going to try maybe calling the company and see if I can get a replacement piece. That's this is a Stealth light bar by car. The bad part is I don't think they make this light bar anymore. Yeah. Oh, yes. Anyway, so here's my body work right here. I just gave it a quick priming, just regular Rust-Oleum primer, just so it's not bare metal right now while I'm busy on it. Fairly good. Amateur stuff, you know. I can feel a little low spot here and there, but I gave this reprime this with the Rust-Oleum primer and then some Rust-Oleum white. Once this gets covered up, it's covered up. That's it. It's good for another 20 years, I hope. So now I gotta find out what happened to the nut holes over here. I'm missing, I think, one. See right here, the nuts are in there. And then, oh, where's it at now? Yeah, these. I noticed I found one of these on the floor. I go, where'd it come from? Oh shit, it goes in here. So there's one. Where'd the other ones go? Damn it. Okay, there's two, so I'm missing one. I'm thinking it fell inside the hole there somewhere. Oh, man. It's not in there. I don't know. I'm going to take the screws off this panel here and look in there, see if I can find it. Watch, it's going to turn up somewhere where I least expect it. That always happens once I put it back together. There it is. Alright, so I caught the neighbor yesterday as he was getting home from work. Hey, give me a hand, we'll put this top back on. So we got the top on, and I was like, alright, oh, it looks like everything's gonna line up outside, but in here, here's something I didn't figure on. I got my centers lined up, right? This is existing, that's existing, that's the new one, right? So I got my centers spaced out, but I didn't figure the top to bottom. I just didn't figure on the sag. Once I cut this, ripped that up, I took my measurements and I didn't figure that on this thing sagging. Crap. It is what it is, though. I had to like put a 2x4 right here on the seat, something like that, and one going up and do a cantilever thing, you know, lie on the board with my gut there. Yeah, lie across that 4x4 with it in my gut, put my weight on it to lift this center section up just like a 1/4 inch. Get the bolt started. And that's another reason why I had to use these bolts and not the new bolts like I used over there. Only because the factory bolts are easy to start because they're pointed. So I got that one started, and then I got that started and just sucked it all together, I guess, but it's in. Nothing I can do about it now. Right? Right. So it's just something to think about, you know, when you don't have experience on this. I thought of everything. Oh yeah. Hey, out there, it's Thursday. It said it's supposed to rain, so I'm trying to hurry up and button this up. At least get my door and fender on. I guess the hood can wait, but yeah, get the door and fender on and all those little trim pieces on the outside, the grill. Yeah, just so I can drive it, right? Put some goggles on and go for a ride down to the glass shop and see if it's gonna work. I got some more finish work to do on the body filler, but screw that for right now. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. I'm fitting up the door and the fender. Okay, there's a whole kinds of things to figure out here, because you want it even all the way around, right? All right, and then the door has to operate, you know, so you're gonna gotta have some kind of a gap on here, and gee, that fits up okay. This is a little higher than that, but I can still adjust this right now. I'm just dry fitting, you know, nothing's bolted on tight yet. Look at the gap right there. Is just that'll work. The issue I'm having is the door frame, the window frame is out a bit. You know, right here. See that? Look at that. Is that because I shimmed this door hinge? I shimmed the door hinge out a 1/4 inch thicker on top, because this was all pushed in, and I got it out as far as I could, and according to my calculations, I still had to go a 1/4 inch more, and I couldn't get that 1/4 inch. So I figured, we'll shim it, right? Yeah, we'll shim it, but now this fits good. But the top's out. This came out like almost perfect. It's like flush. The gap's pretty consistent, except at the top there. But you know, was it like this before? Just on this corner. It could have been like that already. I don't know. Sam, quiet. I don't know. This dent was already here. I'm not worried about that. Not right now. I'm worried about getting this door on, fender, and crossing my fingers that the glass fits. I don't know whether you can see the top there. Let's see if we can get in closer. I say that's satisfactory. Well, that's another thing I gotta do. I gotta rip all this old glass out. The rubber crap. Chisel it or something. I spent the morning trying to get this pillar straightened up, but man, it was tough. I will do something with that. Not right now. My main concern was getting this line I don't know. Well, I banged this out here, so, and then looked at the corner here, compared it with the other one, and get it close. Like I said, I don't know. It's a bit stressful, but I'm getting it. Well, it's 3 o'clock already. Things are going slow. What can go wrong will go wrong. At least it don't look like it's going to rain yet. Different story than the weather report I heard last night, but this is good. Giving me a break. This has been a pain in the ass. I just kind of, mocked it up, see how everything was going to fit. Okay, fit it good. All right, tightened it back up. Tighten the door back up first. Then put the fender on, and nothing was lining up. What the hell's going on? When I started tightening things up, things aren't fitting up again. Take it back all off, put it back on again. Try to adjust the door a little. The door sags a little when you open it on the hinge. Well, it just sags on the hinges, I guess. So I gotta compensate for that by jacking the door up a little bit. At the same time, you want it tight. Gap even where it meets the body. So I just loosen the bolts up and try to get it over just a little bit. I mean, what a pain. Then get it back all together again. And there's always that one bolt that won't go in. There's one bolt inside the fender here, and you got to get it from inside the door, right in. Where's it at? Damn it! Just kicking my ass for the last hour. So you got to get in there with the 3/8 socket. It's right. I don't know if you can see that in there, but it's right there. I just got it made back up right now. It took me forever. forever. Problem is, it's got one of those little nuts that's like clipped on. I forget what they're called, but they look like these things right here. And it fell out. I was trying to get it started and that thing fell out. And then to get in here, well, you got to get your hand underneath. Okay, I got it on that side, but then I got to start the bolt on the other side. So you got to feed this from inside. And it's like you can't see the hole. Pain in the ass. Little shit like that just pisses me off. Don't want to get flagged for copyright infringement like I've been getting lately. Sorry about the lighting, but it's getting dark. It's 5:23, and we'll do this. There we go. Yeah. 5:23. It's coming together. Pain in the ass, but it's coming together. Frickin' never fails. Anyway, this took forever to align the door and the fender. I think I took that thing, I put them in, fitted them up loose, and then I went to tighten things up, and everything didn't stay where it was. I think I took them off 3 or 4 times. Take them off, put them on. Take them off, put them on. I was like, oh, then I had that one nut that I couldn't get started, and I did have to shim the door hinge out. This door hinge, I had to shim it out a 1/4 inch. So I had some 1/4 inch plate for my bumper bracket for that Fab 4 bumper. So I just made it, so I cut that square right there. Drilled 3 holes in it. Here's the old bracket. I use this for a little model, set it on there, draw some circles, and drill some holes, and that put it out a 1/4 inch. And it's like, man, that is not bad for a rookie. The only thing is this thing right here still. Look at the gap there. But the rest of it looks pretty good. So we're just gonna go from there. If I gotta do something with that, I'll do something with that. We'll find out. But this looks good, and it looks just like the other side. Pain in the ass fitting this stuff up. Here's a tip. Like I said, it's experience. You learn these things. Start all your bolts first by hand. Don't start them on this side and then tighten them up and thinking everything over here is going to line up, because they didn't. I mean, you got to pull and push and jimmy around with stuff, and it's. I learned. I had to start all over, go over here, loosen the bolts up, come back over here, and get these little pain in the ass bolts like down in here, and there's 2 underneath there, and there's like 3 or 4 way down in there that you got to get to from under here. Yeah, and they got those little clips and all this stuff. Meanwhile, it's kind of sagging, so you got to pick this up and shove this over and in. And what else can I tell you? It's coming alive. I don't think I'm going to be able to take it to the window shop tomorrow. I'll be taking it over to Alex's. Yeah, Alex's Glass. That's the name of the place I stopped by yesterday as I was heading on home. I was like, cool, glass shop. $125. Sounds good to me. Yes. Gotta slam it kind of hard, but heck.